Hi, I'm Ann.
And I'm Dean.
We are A&D Adventures on Timber Mountain.
What you're seeing now is
3 days work.
three. Yes, of course.
3 days work.
We're closing in the master
Bathroom, the Jack and Jill bathroom.
Yes.
So we're producing the wall between the Jack and Jill bathroom and the master bedroom.
Correct. And Anne's walking on beams all day long.
It's a good thing I have good balance. Yes. No vertigo on me.
No.
What we're doing is we're putting beams in place and cleaning up and sweeping them and cutting the notches in to put in new logs.
What she doesn't say is that it requires a lot of work. Somewhere down the line, it could take one cut if I'm real on the mark, or 2-3 cuts. So there's a lot of work involved in the process.
Some of us call it work, others call it play.
Yeah, it is.
As you can see, we are in fast speed if you haven't picked up on that. As you can see here, we do have Tommy helping us out. He helped us out for 2 days, and between the three of us, we accomplished a lot. We framed up the whole bedroom pretty much in 3 days' time.
3, and if it isn't 2.5 or 2 days.
Mind you, the logs were already milled,
Yep.
ready for us, and we had peeled. So it's actually more than 3 days' work, but it looks impressive for somebody on the outside looking in that we've done this in 3 days.
Correct. If you look in the background, the temperature wasn't the best for us, but we worked around it, and believe it or not, we got a lot of stuff done, even though that the rain...
The humidity was awful.
Oh my God.
The humidity, nothing was drying up. It rained days ago, and the water is still on the cement floor because the humidity was so high.
The clothes that I'm wearing will be discarded, burnt, and everything else in between.
As you can see here, we're putting the logs into place. We did have a little incident, and you're going to see it very shortly. Dean was sawing.
I was doing a plunge cut, and unfortunately, I raised the saw a little bit too much, and you'll see it.
I think it's right here.
Yeah.
And you see him taking off his shoe to make sure he still has a toe.
Yeah, because it was close. Really close. Doesn't stop me, but it makes me a little bit more comprehensive on the bill.
As you can see, we do move a lot of the logs by hand, and it looks like we're very strong, but they're on little rollers. So when we push them, we're pushing thousands of pounds.
Yeah.
A log.
Oh, yeah.
But it rolls nicely on rollers. But it still takes two of us to push them. It's a lot of weight to adjust it. And with the pry bar that Dean built, which was a tool that he made for peeling, is very useful for us moving the logs as well.
Correct. So what we're at the third rung. We have to go 6 rungs high before we get to a door opening, which reinforces everything in the build. And this is where everything comes about.
As you can see, I'm often, even though it's very hot out, I'm dressed so that I don't burn. I always have my hat on, and I have a light shirt on to keep the sun from burning me. You don't see too much of the sun, but I still burn regardless. It is the humidity and The sweat just pours off of you when you're working in temperatures like that.
No, that's it.
Today,
It's crazy.
today, as you can see, I'm in shorts, and the sun wasn't that bright today, so it wasn't too bad, and I could actually work, and I was more comfortable today than I had been for the last 2 days, where I was working in shorts. As you can see here, we're just piling up the logs, screwing them all down. We're still routering.
It seems so easy, but when you get to it, it's crazy.
We're measuring. We're measuring everything before we're actually lifting them up in place to make sure that they're close in size, so we're not wasting that much wood when we do have to trim it. And we're taking smaller pieces at the end so that we're not wasting that much pine.
I have to admit, between a 3-foot piece and a 4-foot piece that we're installing, we're not wasting anything. I mean, it's crazy. And because we don't have to cut another tree if we do 3 or 4 pieces. So
this was actually a tricky one getting up. You see, it was very narrow, and we're trying to push it down.
Yep.
So Dean's pushing, and because it's so high, it's hard for us to push. So we're edging it a little bit at a time.
And we actually wanted that piece there because it's a feature wall. There's a occlusion. Is it that?
I'm not sure what you would call that. It's like an inner of a knot. So yep. the bark actually goes in and it recesses in the wood.
Yeah.
So it will look nice once the house is complete, and it gives some character to the wall. That's gone into the game room.
We have a second one which is almost adjacent to it, and we're very close to the same occlusion on the other side. So that's why I wanted it at that height.
So we specifically kept that log for that spot.
Yep.
So when we are picking out logs and bringing them up, there is some method to our madness, and not just throwing any log in place. We're trying to get the joints not in all the same spots.
The same size of logs also in a wall, because it makes a difference. You don't want the log to look too oblong or too, how do you want to say that? Too oblong, or in this picture you see that everything looks almost perfect.
I want you to take note that the tractor just fits through the front door. I don't know if you just saw that, but it literally just fits through the front door. And we're just finishing up. I think you'll see one more image of the tractor going through the front door before this video is over. There it is. And watch this. It just slides right through.
There's a reason for that, and that is going to be the last piece we put up above the door.
And as you know, we do need subscribers, and we really appreciate if you do subscribe, because it will give us some monetization for all the videos that we're making. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.